welcome to Marriage Minutes at His Pace. And today, we're going to talk about unmet expectations in marriage.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, when you first marry someone, or let me just be a little bit more personal. When I first married the love of my life, I honestly, because of the way I was raised, because of what I thought I had seen on TV, what I thought I saw my other friends that were married experiencing, I had certain expectations of what a husband was supposed to be. And I just believed because Mark loved me that he was supposed to fit all of those lines and he was supposed to meet those expectations.
Didn't happen.
And I was sorely disappointed once I realized that Mark was human and that I had him on this pedestal. And I really was setting standards that were so unfair and so inappropriate for our relationship. It's based on, for example, my father. So I felt like I saw my father mimic some things in his relationship. And I thought, well, Mark was just supposed to do those things. And when he didn't, I had attitude.
Yeah, big attitude.
Okay, you don't have any unmet expectations. So it became a big problem for us because I kept feeling my heart was trying to say, no, I want these things. And the reality was those things weren't happening. And yet I was constantly trying to meet my heart's expectations and then what was really going on. And somehow they weren't meeting in the middle. And that caused a lot of conflict. I'm sure he'll tell you that I threw refrigerator. I threw a vacuum cleaner down the steps. Caused a lot of turmoil in our relationship. Yeah. I was perfect though, so I met every expectation that you had, right?
Perfect. Yeah. Maybe not necessarily having expectations, but maybe having no expectations, not really knowing what to expect. And so you just kind of go with it. And I think when people are on different pages, it just kind of sets up for conflict.
But we didn't have any problems, right?
We did. Yeah. We had issues.
So how did we come to some resolve about the expectations? Can you think of something that you thought I was going to do and didn't?
Cook. All the time. I don't know.
Because I'm perfect, right?
Yeah, that's it.
I can tell you something.
What?
I expected, because my aunt and uncle had this set up in their family and their relationship, that my husband was going to put gas in my car. I didn't see anything wrong with that because my aunt had set up in her relationship that my uncle puts the gas and still does. 50-some years later, puts the gas in the car. So because that was a model that I saw, that was something that I emulated, I respected them as a couple, I expected my husband to do that. And he had much attitude about, well, you drive a car, you know when there's no gas in it. And we had big problems for a long time.
Little foxes spoil the vine.
Why would you put gas in my car,
man? See, the problem was you will drive a car past a gas station to come home to tell me I got to put gas in your car.
That's what my auntie
to me, but you ain't your auntie. And so, therefore, it didn't make sense.
It has to make sense.
Yeah, it does. Because it has to, 1 and 1 has to equal 2, not 3, like you would.
Apparently, it's still a soft spot.
Yeah, it is. So I eventually got better, and then and she got better, So we met somewhere in the middle, But I understand the importance of not wanting my wife out there at certain times of the day putting gas in the car and being vulnerable to being in danger.
And it was stinky, and that was a man's role in my mind.
Crickets.
So that's just an example of something. Honestly, what happened is we had to compromise on that. We had to compromise on that. So yes, There are times that I put gas in my car and it's kind of no big deal. But there are times when my husband surprises me and he does put gas in my car, as well as all the other things that he does so well around the house. And I guess I kind of got taken to the conclusion is like, is this that serious for us to have conflict in our relationship over some gas?
Or any unmet expectation? And are those expectations very realistic in your relationship? And I think one of the things that we learned is that we have to define and establish our household that works well for us, not the Joneses, not the Smiths, and not them other whites. These whites in this White House, we roll a certain way. So
I think you should still put gas in my car. But anyway.
Yeah, and I think I should have food on the table 7 days a week.
Now this man he eats peanut butter and jelly sandwiches half the time. So
is it wrong?
So anyway, but our point is, don't allow unmet expectations to ruin.
We got peanut butter, by the way.
To ruin your relationship, and seek counsel if you need to help resolve some of those things. Sometimes you need a mediator to help you see that everything is not worth an argument over. I hope we said something today because I think we're both tired. Maybe we shouldn't do these at night. Yeah. So let's remember to eliminate expectations in your marriage and accept your spouse for who they are and learn to live expectation free at his pace.
Be well and be blessed. Really.